Trade the auction, not the emotion. Follow volume, follow truth. Smart money moves first. Trade where the banks trade. Smart money futures.
What happens if you only trade volume profile levels for 5 days? What happens if you strip your trading down to one thing for 5 straight sessions? No random entries, no chasing mid-range noise, no taking trades just because price is moving. Only volume profile levels. VAH, VAL, POC. That's it. For the next 5 trading days, I'm limiting myself to trades built around these locations and nothing else. And the goal here is not to prove that volume profile is magic. It's to answer a more important question. Does trading only meaningful structural locations actually improve decision quality? And before we get into it, leave a comment below. If you had to trade only one volume profile level for the next 5 days, which one would it be? VAH, VAL, or POC? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, so a lot of traders say that they use volume profile, but in practice, they are still taking mid-range trades, still reacting emotionally, still entering late, and still getting chopped up because they are using profile levels as decoration instead of structure. And that's the real issue here. The problem is usually not that traders have no tools. The problem is that they have no filter. And this challenge is designed to test exactly that. What changes when trade location becomes non-negotiable? Here are the rules. For 5 trading days, I can only take trades that develop at meaningful volume profile location. That means value area high, value area low, point of control. No mid-range trades, no random breakouts in the middle of nowhere. No, I think it looks strong entries. Every trade has to answer 5 questions. Where is price relative to value? Is this level being accepted or rejected? What are the structural invalidation? Where is the target magnet? And is the asymmetry actually worth the risk? Because a level by itself is not an edge. A level only matters when the market responds to it. Now, if you're serious about learning how to trade NQES and MES or MNQ or any contract for that matter, with more structure and fewer low-quality decisions, subscribe. This channel is built around auction logic, execution, and capital preservation, not indicator clutter, not predictions, and definitely not hype. So, now one important point before we go day by day. This is not a win rate experiment, it's a decision quality experiment. Because serious traders know this. A setup can lose and still be high quality. A trade can win and still be completely undisciplined. What I care about in this challenge is whether restricting trades to profile levels improves patience, entry location, invalidation, target logic, and overall selectivity. Those matter far more than whether one individual trade works out. Okay, day 1. Day 1 immediately exposed the biggest issue most traders have. Price opened inside value, rotated, and offered multiple chances to get involved in the middle. Those are exactly the kind of trades that this challenge is designed to eliminate. The only trades worth considering came when price pushed towards the edge of value. And that is where the volume profile starts doing real work. At value area high or value area low, the market has to show its hand. Is it accepting price beyond value? Or is it rejecting the move and rotating back through value? That creates a much cleaner decision than trying to invent a trade in the middle of balance. On day 1, the biggest benefit was not profitability, it was restraint. Day 2 was more instructive. Price moved into a profile level and there was no real confirmation yet. No clean rejection, no clear acceptance, just hesitation and noise. That matters. One of the biggest misconceptions around volume profile is that touching a level is enough. It is not. Professional execution comes from the reaction, not just the line. A level is simply a location and not a signal. So on day 2, a profile first approach kept me out of marginal trades simply because the market never confirmed the area cleanly enough to justify my risk. That is a win, even if it meant no trading. Especially for prop traders, avoiding unnecessary exposure is part of your edge. Day 3. Day 3 showed the other side of the framework. This time price reached a key profile level and responded decisively. There was a clear rejection at the extreme, structural invalidation was obvious, and the target made sense because rotation path back toward value was logical. That is where volume profile becomes powerful. Not because it predicts direction, but because it gives you the location where the market either accepts price or fails. And when rejection happens at a meaningful extreme, the trade often has 3 things serious traders need: clean location, tight invalidation, and a logical target magnet. That is what is called asymmetry. And asymmetry is far more important than having a clever trade idea. Okay, day 4. Day 4 was a reminder that not every profile level deserves the same confidence. A lot of traders treat POC, VAH, and VAL as interchangeable. They are not. Context matters. POC inside heavy balance can become a magnet. Value edge after an extension can become a reversal location. Prior value edge during trend continuation may get accepted and fail as a fade. So the lesson from day 4 was simple. Profile levels do not remove the need to think. They improve the quality of where you think. That distinction matters because if you use profile mechanically, you will still take bad trades. You will just take them at prettier places, at prettier prices. Day 5. By day 5, the biggest change was obvious to me. Selectivity improved. And once selectivity improves, several other things tend to improve with it. Emotional stability, overtrading control, invalidation discipline, and overall consistency of execution. That does not mean that every trade worked. It means every trade had to earn its place. And that is a very different standard from the average retail approach, where traders often decide they want action first and then look for a reason second. Trading only volume profile levels for 5 days forces you to reverse that. No location, no trade. Okay, so here's my takeaway. So what happens if you only trade volume profile levels for 5 days? You usually trade less. You avoid more noise. You get cleaner invalidation. You become more aware of acceptance versus rejection. And you start seeing how often bad trades come from bad locations, not bad analysis. And that is the real takeaway here. Volume profile is not useful because it gives you more trades. It is useful because it can help you eliminate worse trades. And for serious futures traders, that matters a great deal. Because survival is not built on constant action. It is built on selective execution at meaningful structural locations. This is a big part of the framework behind my book, Trading on the Edge, available on Amazon. The book goes deeper into how to think about value, structure, acceptance versus rejection, invalidation, and target selection as one operating model, not as disconnected tactics. That is the whole point of the channel as well. The free content here is designed to sharpen your execution, and the book is there if you want the broader framework behind it at a much, much deeper level. And it is much better priced than an expensive online futures course. I was thinking about making an online course and charging thousands for it, but I wanted to make this information accessible to everyone. Okay, so now I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me this. Which profile level gives you the cleanest trades? VAH, VAL, or POC? And which one gives you the most trouble? That will tell me exactly what to break down in the next case study. And this is the kind of trading content you want more of: structure, execution, and real decision making instead of noise and retail trading indicators. Then like, share, and subscribe. Then go watch the next video, because the next step after profile levels is understanding how to tell whether those levels are being accepted or rejected in real time. That is where execution starts getting sharper. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.